I didn't make amends with my mother after she called Child Protective Services on my wife. My mom and I had our issues, but I never thought she'd go that far. My wife Jessica and I had been married for 2 years, and we'd just had our son Tommy. He was maybe 4 months old at the time. My mom always had opinions about everything: how we should raise Tommy, what we should feed him, where he should sleep. But Jessica was a good mom. She breastfed him. She was up with him all night when he was crying. She read all those baby books. She was doing everything right. The problem started when my mom came to visit one weekend. She saw that we had the baby sleeping in our bed sometimes. Not all the time, just when he was fussy or when Jessica was exhausted from being up all night. My mom immediately started lecturing us about how dangerous co-sleeping was, how we were going to accidentally suffocate him. Jessica tried explaining that she'd researched it, that lots of parents do it safely, but my mom wouldn't listen. She kept going on and on about how irresponsible we were being. Then she noticed that Tommy had a little rash on his face. It was just baby acne, completely normal according to our pediatrician. But my mom started saying it looked infected, that we weren't keeping him clean enough, that Jessica didn't know what she was doing. The final straw came when Jessica gave Tommy a bottle of formula because she was exhausted and her milk supply was low that day. My mom lost it, started yelling about how breast milk was the only proper food for babies, how Jessica was poisoning him, how she was being selfish. Jessica started crying and took Tommy upstairs. I told my mom she needed to calm down or leave. She said she was worried about her grandson and that someone needed to protect him from his own mother. I thought that was the end of it. She left that afternoon and I figured she'd cool off. 2 weeks later, I came home from work to find Jessica sobbing on the couch with a CPS worker sitting across from her. The woman was asking all these questions about our parenting, looking around our house, taking notes on everything. Turns out my mom had called them. She told them we were neglectful parents, that the baby was sleeping in unsafe conditions, that he had untreated medical issues, that Jessica was refusing to feed him properly. The CPS worker was actually pretty reasonable. She could see our house was clean, that Tommy was healthy and well cared for, that we had all his medical records and he was up to date on everything. She talked to our pediatrician who confirmed there were no concerns, but the investigation still took 3 weeks. 3 weeks of Jessica being terrified they were going to take our baby away. 3 weeks of surprise visits and interviews and paperwork. 3 weeks of our neighbors whispering about why CPS was at our house. Jessica barely slept during those 3 weeks. She was convinced they were going to find something wrong, even though there wasn't anything. She started second-guessing every decision, asking me constantly if she was doing things right. When CPS finally closed the case with no action needed, I called my mom. I was furious. I told her what she'd put us through, how she'd nearly destroyed Jessica's confidence as a new mother, how she'd made our neighbors think we were unfit parents,